What's up, everybody? WotheWolf here of NerdMake, here for Indie Game Retrospective. Now let's just hop right into our list. On number 1, we got Devil's Dare. Devil's Dare is a horror-inspired beat-em-up created by Secret Base for Steam. It's a 4-player brawler that puts our heroes in the middle of a monster apocalypse while at a convention called PAX East. Yes, PAX, not PAX. There's a difference. You choose from one of 4 protagonists who are given the chance to fight using their favorite video game powers. Maxie is given the Master's Sword and Shield in Legend of Zelda fashion. Kingston takes on a look that comes off like a mix between Mario and the dwarf from the Golden Axe. Queenie's dog transforms into a walking machine for her to ride in called Magic Tech. And finally, Jackson gains a pair of twin sai and rocks a badass bandana like his favorite Ninja Turtle. There are also 2 unlockable characters if you meet certain requirements along the way. The game has a really intricate combo system that encourages you to do as much damage as possible to your enemies. Every character is unique, having one aspect that makes them more efficient in certain situations than that of others. Axel being more defensive, Kingston more aggressive, Queenie having a lot more buffs and healing, while Jackson is super fast. Defeating enemies in certain ways allows you to pull off fatalities for extra item drops. The main feature of the game, however, is a permadeath system. If you die outright in the game and don't have enough currency upon death to buy a new life, you're finished. And that means no continues, no second chance. Even your save slot gets wrecked. Admittedly, such a concept would probably turn away the usual gamer just looking to have fun, but Devil's Dare manages to be challenging in a way that doesn't take away from the fun. I've gotten clobbered plenty of times, but I just start over with a different character or hit up a different stage for a brand new experience. The stages change and expand depending on which one you choose first, with each ending with a boss battle based on horror and sci-fi cinema. It's been on Steam for a couple of years now, and I highly recommend it as a party game for you and 3 of your friends. Next up, we got Chroma Squad. Chroma Squad was created by Behold Studios and released in April 2015. It's pretty obviously inspired by shows like Power Rangers, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and the like, all of which fall into the category of tokusatsu. It even says, inspired by Saban's Power Rangers right under the title. The game puts you in the role of 5 actors who quit their job on a Power Rangers type show after their boss treats them like garbage. They go to start their own studio, even finding what seems to be an old prop of a huge floating brain called Cerebro. Oh boy, we know where this is going. Before long, you're creating your own show, crafting prop weapons, and getting sponsorships for your show. However, your crew begins to realize that this is all starting to feel a little too real. The main part of the game is a tactical turn-based RPG, much like the Fire Emblem games. You control your 5 team members, each with a different class and set of abilities. You fight against henchmen and monsters, sometimes with certain goals to boost your ratings, which increases your overall rating and the money you pull in to keep your studio going. One unique feature is the ability to perform team maneuvers. Now, whether they be for attacks, increasing your range, movement speed, or a team buff, they also help with ratings and are sometimes a requirement if you want your studio to make the big bucks. Speaking of the studio, there you can customize your character's armor and weapons through crafting with prop materials you find by beating enemies, mixing materials, or buying them in the story. You can also make deals with sponsors who, for a price, will help to boost your studio's ratings in one way or another. Fan mails come into play as well, sometimes helping your ratings and sometimes gaining you materials, or sometimes even helping you to create a branching story that could lead to a different ending. Each fight scenario is basically a villain of the week situation, with the Chroma Squad members fighting a bunch of goons before a big villain, usually ending in a pretty cool back and forth robot versus monster fight. You are usually given several monsters to choose from, which can also branch out the story as well. You probably won't fight all the bosses this game has to offer you on the first try, so it offers up a lot of replayability, even if the game only has 1 save slot. It's a great game with funny dialogue, original and intuitive combat, pretty fun story, amazing pixel art, and something that is sure to appeal to both fans of the toku genre and people who are new to the genre alike. Chroma Squad is available on Steam, iOS, Android, and soon to be available on PS3, PS Vita, PS4, and Xbox One online. Well, that's all we got for right now, folks. Again, I am WotheWolf of NerdMake and other shit, so thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye, everybody.